Hey there, stream. How's it going? Happy Thursday. Hope you had a lovely day today. Gonna be doing some keys, just plugging in, filling up my vault, maybe pushing a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Gonna be doing disc and holy, whatever people want to see. If there's any preference. Otherwise, I'm just gonna play what I want. So tonight I'm planning to do some commentary and heal out loud. It's something that I mean to do more often, but sometimes I just get lazy and I forget. But anytime I do it, I've gotten some good feedback. So I'm just going into tonight planning to hit it from the start. So as we do keys, I'm going to be explaining my thought process and all of it, what I'm doing and stuff like that, and hopefully it's helpful to somebody. So. We will go ahead and dive in here. I'll go ahead and start off with Holy for the night, for the first key, and then maybe Disc after. I don't know, maybe we'll just swap back and forth. Okay, as far as IO goes, I could stand to grab some from Nelth's Lair and Uldamon. Those would be some easy upgrades. We did Brackenhide last night. Ended up getting bricked because of people falling off on the third boss, so that was fun. 23 Nelth Slayer. Oh, it's gone. Again, not really wanting to list my own key because I'd rather get in a slightly lower key and actually just churn out content than I would just sitting there waiting for a group to fill. So that 23 Brackenhide's tempting, but again, we did Brackenhide. Ooh, there's 24 Nelth Slayer. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Alright, and let's make sure everything's good to go. Ooh, this is cool. Is this an add-on or something? Oh, I don't know what this is. Pretty cool, though. Okay, we'll go ahead and run Miracle Worker. Let's port over. No warm-up keys. Let's just do it. Looks like everybody's already here, pretty much. Already repaired. Yeah, gotta fix my transmog. Gotta look good. And turn off the sound because that waterfall's noisy. Make sure sound and everything is working fine before I talk with my mic muted for the next 30 minutes. Like no music.
My father's ancient lair. There is still power within these rocks that should not be disturbed.
Okay. Slight change up to my build. I don't want to run Angelic Bulwark anymore. It's a bit of a waste. Rather have Fade CDR and Magic Resist. Throes of Pain is not terrible either. Gets some extra damage from a Shadow Word Pain. It's less important for Holy though than it is for Disc, just because you have less globals. Getting your Shadow Word Pains out is not quite as high up on the priority totem pole. Voice. Huh. Are they saying anything? No, they're not. They're just sitting silently. Oh, it's a full Ragnaros group. Could be some language barrier stuff, so we will have to see. So far nobody's said anything though. If you're just joining, we're going to be jumping into a 24 Nelth Lair here. Just a second. Running Mistweaver build. So hopefully get this going soon. Dungeons just like have no music. Okay, running a plus 24 Neltharion as Holy. It's a pug joined through the LFG tool. Running Mistweaver. This is my talent setup. Stats and stuff. Got running crit file.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So we'll see how this goes. Full Ragnaros group. There's been no communication so far, so I'm not sure what is going to happen as far as route and stuff goes. Again, tonight my goal is to provide a lot of commentary and talk through everything that I'm doing, so I'm just going to stream of consciousness, turn it out. So here it's a big pull.
Empower.
Going to PI using that weak aura, the dibs on PI. Here I want to get my damage out early while it's safe to do so. Prepping all my damage with a Chastise so that, oh dear, so that I can get out my Divine Image. Now, spread a couple Shadow Word Pains just on things that are going to live a little bit longer. I'm going to make sure that I get my Divine Star and my Rhapsody damage. I'm going to go ahead and throw Sanctify just to get a Divine Image. For some extra damage from my my whatever, my Rhapsody, Holy Nova. Okay, and we're gonna save Divine Image here for this next pull. This tank is bouncing around, bouncy town.
When tapping into abilities, they should
Okay,
not
proc
possess.
my Divine Image so I can get my Divine Star.
Latent power still lingering within these rocks.
I have an Imperial Blaze ready. I'll go ahead and use it now. I'll, again, proc my Divine Image to get some value out of that. Could have waited an extra second for my Chastise, but I didn't notice that it was close to being ready. One more Shadow Word Pain, because I think I'll get value. I was able to sneak in one more Rhapsody before Divine Image ran out. That's good. Okay, and I'm just going to start spamming Holy Nova, because that's what we do. For AoE as Holy Priest. After all of our other stuff has been done. Could have jumped down there a little earlier to start the RP, but I didn't. Gonna prep this fight with a bunch of Prayer of Mendings. The more palms I can get out early, the better. I'm gonna try to preserve these high stacks if I can. So my next one's gonna go on Pyro Tusks. It's probably not gonna get there in time before it expires, unfortunately. We got it. Okay. Again, we want to get those high stacks. Because it heals for more on the bounces with the high stacks, so that's good. And here I'm gonna just prioritize attacking the small ones with my smites and put my holy fires on the boss because I'll get more damage from the dot there. Okay, and we do have Divine Image. I'm gonna go ahead and get in here for a nice Holy Nova on all three. Again, I don't need my Apotheosis, I still haven't used it, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it for damage here in a second after this Chastise, okay? And I'll just use it real quick to top off the group. We'll use these Holy Words. Okay, and then into a Chastise, and we are rolling with 4 Divine Images right now, so... Okay, and let's just proc a little bit more. Might be a little greedy, but... Again, if this group is doing it correctly, if they survive the initial hit from the knock, then there's really no other damage. This fight is honestly not that hard anymore. So it's all about just getting these skitters dead. So I want to make sure that this guy dies. We're good. Fade. I don't think I had it. Nope, I didn't have it. So again, if we can survive the initial damage, we're good. And we are. I haven't needed Fade for the DR. I've been surviving just fine. on this key level, so I'm going to mostly use Fade, I think, to help with aggro on the skitters. We got to get this guy dead. Okay, and we'll go ahead and defensive. We're good. We'll heal that guy, and we have 2 Divine Images out. We'll go ahead and pop our Imperial Blaze casts now. Divine Star and Dot. Okay, we need to make sure the group is now topped off. Starting to get a little greedy with the damage. We need to make sure that we're topped off leading into this, which we are. We're good. I'm going to save this Holy Nova for when I can run up in melee range. Oop, not fucked up.
Empower.
Hey. And we'll go ahead and PI the Warlock, give him a little bit of love. All the PIs have gone to the Mage so far, but he's not popping his Combust right now. He's saving it for the next pack. And I don't want to wait for the next pack. Again, really not stressing out over the health. Just focusing on damage. The only damage we really need to worry about is that initial hit from the smash or whatever it's called. And then as long as nobody's actually moving, we're fine. And especially with so many ranged, that's a really unfriendly fight for melee, but for ranged it's totally fine. So easy peasy, not much healing to be done. Mostly focusing on doing that damage there. Okay, I don't know what he's planning to do here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and soothe just in case. Looks like he's pulling all of this. It's good. Okay, and I want to spread out. I don't want to overlap anybody with their avalanches. Wasn't on them anyways. Let's use these Imperial Blazes. Oh, I got stunned because nobody kicked. So there. Just using Sanctifies selfishly to get some whatchamacallits out. Some Divine Images. I'm going to go ahead and use my Guardian Spirit and my Ward Trinket to get these guys safe from that Pelter. Trying to throw out Palm on cooldown. We'll go ahead and get this Serenity on cooldown as well. I don't think I'll need it. So we can use the rest for this Holy Nova. Okay, Divine Image is down. Don't have any Holy Words available. This is probably a good Apotheosis moment. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Apotheosis here. Mage almost has his Combust ready. I'm gonna go ahead and PI him now. I want to move away from the group because I don't want to overlap avalanches. I also don't want to get hit by a frontal, so I'm going to give the tank an additional bit of wiggle room. We'll throw out some Shadow Word Pains. Okay, and at this point I'm going to start smite spamming this high health breaker. Keep Palm on cooldown, try to fish for answered prayer with procs. Oh, he got hit. Okay, here comes the answered prayers proc. Nope, it'll be on the next bit of damage here. Like the detailed thought process, I do keys as disc and never get the strength of holy and keys, but it makes sense what you're doing. Awesome. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think part of holy is that people just like the default information that everybody knows is that holy is the subpar spec to disc. And a lot of times that might be true when it comes to like damage and stuff like that, just because you can get passive damage and in really high keys you need the DR and stuff like that. But I mean, I think a lot of the information out there around holy is it's just people don't try it. A lot of people don't like it, and as a result people just kind of like content creators just spew out the information that they know has worked in the past, in that it's, you know, weak, boring, good for beginners, like all the cliche things that people say about it. But I really enjoy it, and I think especially with Divine Image and stuff, there's a lot more depth than people let on. You know, you can get good value out of Divine Image just with, you know, just using it, you're going to get passive benefit, but there's definitely some min-maxing and stuff that you can do. Alright, so here I need to watch the tank. He's going to get trucked by these shards. I'm pretty sure that's magic. This guy's spreading out. Oh, we overlap there. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get our damage out with this Divine Image. And, oh, I missed that. That's okay. I think I have enough time to go ahead and dot. At least the Breaker and the Hulk will get good value from it. Dodge. Soothe that in case something goes wrong. Okay, proc my Chastise, so we'll go ahead and get my Holy Nova off. One more refresh on Shadowward Pain. We'll start focusing the Breaker now. Okay, and he's getting trucked by that dot. Go ahead and cast a slow heal on him. Why not? Okay, so here we want to cleave off of the Breaker, and we want to go ahead and get our stuff up. By stuff, I mean Divine Image. And I'm watching people who are taking damage here. I'm mostly going to be managing them with my Ward and my Guardian Spirit. I do have an Apotheosis proc I can use. I really don't need it for the... I'm just going to use it now. I don't need it at all for the boss. And I want to make sure that... Oh, he just got overlapped there. Yeah, I don't need it for the boss. I'm going to make sure I have my procs and stuff ready. My Holy Words ready, excuse me. And we'll res here in just a moment. I'm going to use my palm right before I res so that it's on cooldown, and as soon as my res is done, I can go ahead and palm again. Again, my casting Prayer of Mending on cooldown is a big priority, because that, with running Miracle Worker, that equates to Answered Prayers procs, which equates to Holy Words, which is pretty much my whole way I'm healing. I do not want to get behind and resort to Flash of Light spam at all. It might be a little bit of a waste, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Imperial Blaze on just this guy. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to PI him. I'm going to blow both of my Sanctify charges, and actually Serenity charge. I'm going to go really greedy here. And I'm going to use my Imperial Blaze. So I have 3 Divine Image stacks. The reason I knew I could blow all 3 of those Holy Words was because this boss does literally no damage. It's like negative damage. The only damage phase is when we're doing the idols, and it's really not that bad at all. So using the tail end of this Apotheosis proc. Oh. I do have the res, so I'm going to go ahead and res him here. Serenity him real quick so that he's good. Here comes more hands. Don't want to be standing in the middle here because there's a glitch where sometimes it just instantly pops up and kills you, so I don't want to be anywhere close to that middle here. Okay, and here is the intermission. I'm actually just going to go ahead and channel Divine Hymn here because I don't need it for a while. It should be back up by the Worm Boss, and I'm just watching the totem here. So this allows me to focus my eyes completely on the totem because I somewhat suck at this. I think it's this one. Yep. Okay, and here is the damage. I want to be away from the tank in case the spell queuing he casts the... Oh, dear! I suck. Okay. I forgot we didn't pull that. We always pull that. It's okay, it'll just be more work for me, more cleave for them or whatever. It's okay, again, there's no healing, so I can handle a pelter. Already have Apotheosis back up.
High Mountain itself rises against you.
Apotheosis here.
High Mountain.
Okay, and we'll use this time to watch and recharge Holy Words. So I've got both of my Serenity charges, so I'm actually spamming Renews right now to get my Sanctify back off cooldown. I think it's this one. Okay, he says that one. If it's not this one, it's going to be that one right there. Okay. Better eye than me. Oh boy. Oh, that was a good ice block. Scary.
High Mountain itself rises against you. High Mountain itself rises against you.
Yeah, I really want to get this down, so I'm going to go ahead and blow a Sanctify charge and my Chastise here. We're going to use Imperial Blaze as well and just pray we get this down in time. Oh my gosh, so close. Dang it.
The power of Khaz'garath.
Dang, man. Okay, let's watch. Oh, the dust. Shoot. I think it's that one. Alright, that's two people that think it's that one, so... Could pad a little bit, dot everything out. Why not?
This is what it feels like.
Do you prefer Holy or Disc? Honestly, Holy. I enjoy both, but I enjoy Holy in both Mythic Plus and Raid. Whereas Disc, I really only prefer it in Mythic Plus. I'm not really a fan of Disc and Raid as much. Although that might change with the rework and stuff like that, but I don't know.
Empower.
Whereas Holy just, I pug a lot, and Holy feels like it's got the just raw, crazy throughput that I like for the type of mistakes that I see in my level of keys. You know, people getting hit by avoidable damage and stuff like that. Like, it's got the spot healing potential needed. But I do really enjoy Disc and Mythic Plus, like focusing on doing a damage rotation and stuff like that, and dotting everybody up, and just having that, you know, passive, I guess you could say, like health regeneration for everybody, just from your atonements and stuff like that. Feels really fun. But yeah, the whole ramping thing in Raid, it's okay. I don't mind it, but
She comes. Naraxis will feast on your bones. Yes. Wait, no. Ah!
Shadow Word Pain, everything. Chastise is up. We'll go ahead and get that dude. Oh dear. That was my fault. I saw the tank was coming this way and I didn't react at all. Fear doesn't work. Alright, and I probably could have honestly popped Apotheosis during one of those past 2 packs, so that I could have come into this pack with all my holy words up, but we'll have to see how this goes.
Empower.
Okay, we got that. We got at least 1 divine image up. We'll go ahead and just use all of our damage stuff. Really focusing on Apotheosis, Palm here, for Apotheosis procs. We don't have any poison dispel. Well, actually, we got Evoker. But, so right here I'm focusing on just getting them through that initial damage of the poison, Toxic Wretch or whatever it's called. Okay, and I'll divine him here. I got very lucky. That was actually pretty risky to use that because I could have had to cancel that. That was a poor decision on my part. And I was going to go into melee and use a Shocking Disclosure potion to do some damage on the boss. But I'm going to wait until the tank is back in melee range. Okay, now I can do it. Okay, and I'm going to use Apotheosis here, right now. Okay, I want to end this with everything back up. Okay, use this intermission time to get a little bit of damage since I have 3 divine images up. Okay, and here we're just going to spam flash heal because I'm really good on mana and I need some serenities. There we go, we got a proc. Feels bad to spam renews, but I want all of the holy words I can for this moment right here. Okay, and back to doing damage since I've got my divine images up. Guardian Spirit myself so I don't have to worry about myself. Potion. Benefit from that extra healing taken. I believe it works on healing potions as well. Okay, use a Chastise. Okay, this is going to get a little rough, so I Serenity'd the Warlock and I put Guardian. Oh! I should have put it on the Mage there. I put my Ward Trinket on the Evoker and I Serenity'd the Evoker. I think it just said the same thing twice. I put one on one and one on the other. It's just kind of spreading out my stuff. Alright. 124k healing on that one. Be nice, out of mana. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of whatever that is. We will catch it quick. Little tiny baby drink. Holy is underrated because no one plays it. Like you said, yeah. Prefer disc than holy and raid. Looking forward to the changes a lot, yeah. Yeah, the changes are going to be pretty awesome.
I am sorry, heroes. I must leave you now. Yet know this. I have witnessed your deeds with pride, and I am sure you will not fail High Mountain in this final hour. Rip them apart!
Ooh, look at that DPS. Holy, baby! That was a lot of holy words that all kind of worked together there. That was really good. Okay. And honestly, I'm planning to use my cooldowns. I know it's not Fort, but these packs suck, even on Tyrannical. So I'm planning to use all my cooldowns here. This next pack, I don't have that many holy words going into it, and I want to conserve my mana. So I'm actually, after I get my damage going here, I'm going to divine him now. That might not honestly be enough to heal through some of these discs. Okay, we're good. And then I'm going to go ahead and apotheosis. That seemed like a little bit of a waste, but I don't think it is. Okay, now we're good. I'm going to use the remainder of this apotheosis proc to try to get my holy words back ready. Okay, that's good enough. And now let's go ahead and use my damage. Use this. Ooh. I should have used that Serenity earlier. Okay, so I'm going to end this fight with very little as far as holy words. I might have 1 Serenity if I'm lucky. I'm going to go ahead and use Symbol of Hope now. Catch a little baby drink. And then we're going. This fight doesn't do much damage until... If the adds are done correctly, it doesn't do much damage until the Molten Crash after the first pillar. Use the spikes. Okay, that should be perfect.
Empowered.
Oh! Okay, so a little bit of damage. We got it instantly. That's good. Kill him! Shocking Disclosure. Just the spikes. And I'm putting all my palms on the tank because the rest of the group isn't really taking damage until after the first Molten Crash, so I want to get at least 1 bounce. Oh! Okay, and here I can grip the tank. So. Overlapped with his leap. I was gonna be really sad if that volcanic popped me over far enough to get hit. Okay, this is gonna now start to hurt, especially if this ad gets messed up. Okay, so we might get a tick here. Okay, and let's get as much damage as we can. Okay, good. We got that baited. Good. Get him down. Okay, Holy Fire's back on the boss here. And here, we're going to go ahead and just get a Divine Hymn in. Since we're stationary anyways, there's not much to do. This will give a nice healing amp. Should be good. Put this in the right spot. Beautiful.
Empowered.
I'd like at least 1 Divine Image, so... Oh boy, that's going to be pretty far. Okay, we're going to... use Apotheosis to make it through that. Use my Chastise, my Holy Fire in the wrong order there. Good. Just in time. Ooh, that was a little spicy, a little close there. Use a healing pot. Go ahead and use my health stone as well, because otherwise I'm not going to get another use. We need to stack right here. That should be okay. We're about to get a proc. Should just be able to finish off the boss here, so I'm going to go pop Imperial Blaze, even though I don't have a Divine Image up, and we're just going to finish him off. Nice. Oh, we were done on trash. I thought we'd had more. Oh, we got it with the last 2 packs. All right, good stuff. Nice, nice easy time.
It's done, heroes.
Damage 39k, not incredible.
Strongholds are broken.
This is what my damage breakdown looked like.
Of reuniting our tribes.
And then healing, mostly Serenities,
High Mountain.
which makes sense with a Holy Word or a Miracle Worker build.
So High Mountain has you to thank, heroes.
Thank you all.
There are other family matters that require
I'm gonna go ahead and reroll Neltharius because I don't really like Neltharus, so may as well try for something.
circumstances.
Let me catch up on chat real quick. Holy's underrated in keys because no one plays it. Yeah. Watched one of your vids earlier with a Lightweaver Mistweaver build. Do you still think it's solid? Yeah, for sure. Should still stick to Mistweaver and Divine Image. Still only here in keys up to 16-ish. So what I would recommend with that, the way that I described it yesterday, and the way I like to think about it is, the Miracle Worker Lightweaver build is like comfort fast food. It's comfortable. It's very nice. If you don't know what's going on in Pugs, especially like you're saying in that like 16-ish range, I would definitely run the Miracle Worker and Lightweaver build. This build right here. I'm gonna recommend different talents though. I'm gonna change that up and import it differently on my spreadsheet, but I would definitely recommend this build for just like, you know, gearing and pugging and stuff like that. And then the Miracle Worker Divine Image build pulls ahead in the higher keys because you actually get damage benefit. The Miracle Worker Lightweaver build, it doesn't have any benefit for damage, whereas this provides some extra healing with Divine Image. You could see there my my healing. I had a good amount. 10% of my healing was from Divine Image, and so it does provide a lot of extra healing and stuff, but it also benefits damage, and you gain some more CDR as well. So it pairs well with Miracle Worker because you're getting extra CDR from running both Light of the Naru and Harmonious, whereas with this Miracle Worker build, you can only really afford to run one or the other, and I prefer Harmonious because the playstyle fits better with actually using your palms to reset your holy words. But nice first key, a nice little IO upgrade with a 24 Nelth.
Peace and patience.
Let's do... I don't know, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see another holy key, or do you want to see disc? Any preferences? Any preferences on builds between those two? I'm down for either. I can run Miracle Worker or Miracle Worker Lightweaver. I don't really want to run pure Lightweaver because I hate it, so I'm going to veto that right now. But I'm going to pour some more coffee, and if you guys have a preference on which one you'd like to see, I'm down for disc or holy. Be right back real quick. I'm going to use the bathroom and pour coffee. Okay. Play whatever you want. Appreciate it, mate. Grabbed a snap of the build and keen to give it a whirl. Awesome. See the Mistweaver Lightweaver in action with comms or disc. Only switched to Holy about a week or so ago because we're running into Walls' disc. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can do that. I like that build a lot. It's comfortable. Okay, and then again, changing it a little bit. I think in my my Holy Priest Mythic Plus video, I had going down to Angelic Bulwark. I need to update that. It's really better to grab improved fade and like some magic resistance and stuff. And Angelic Bulwark is okay. It's just it's pretty lame. 90-second cooldown, 30% health. Oh no. 15% of your maximum health once every 90 seconds, and you have to go below 30% to proc it. Ooh. I mean, it's better than nothing, but...
Champion, may I have a word with you?
You know, it's more passive. It's easier. Improved fade, you have to remember to actually push it more often. You gotta be fading a lot to actually make it worthwhile, so... I guess it's not bad that it was recommended in the video, because it is the... I guess it is a little bit more learner-friendly to use Angelic Bulwark. Okay, how about... I don't really want to sit in queue for a long time, so I might just jump into something even if it's not super high. Neltharus 25. Let's do it. I dislike Neltharus, but we'll do it. Dev disc is very UI/timing based, so you need to know when damage is happening. Yeah. So I think 16's Holy would serve you well until you learn damage patterns. Yeah, if you've only just started healing like a week ago, you said, or doing Holy a week ago, for sure. Disc you need to know in advance. It's a little bit more friendly now with the tier set, with the instant cast radiances and stuff. If you're comfortable with doing a Shadow Covenant rotation and you can, you know, prep it with an instant cast radiance, it's a little bit more friendly than it's been in the past, but it is definitely more unforgiving than Holy. The benefit of disc, though, hey, there we go. The benefit of disc is that it does have better like group-wide healing. So, for example, something like Forge Master Gorek, where in Neltharus, right here where we're about to hit, when the entire group is taking a ton of damage and stuff, and you need everybody's health rising at the same time a lot. Disc is really good for that. Whereas Holy, you're just kind of like ping-ponging, like, I got you, and then I got you. You're having to be a lot more intentional about using your externals and not sitting on your Guardian Spirit and stuff in order to keep up with moments like that. Whereas Disc, you just blank at the group and then pop your stuff. But the strength of Holy is spot heal potential. Like, in my opinion, people get hit by something, you can just pop their health up very quickly. That one target. Yeah, came back only a month or so ago. Last I played was some Wrath of the Lich King. Gotcha. Learning a lot of patterns. So true, whenever I play Keys on Holy, feel the struggle to top everyone. Yeah, it's... like, where Holy really shines is, the third boss in Halls of Infusion is really good with the constant rot damage, because the damage is very predictable, and you have time to kind of work your way through the group efficiently and heal everybody up. So that's really good. It's actually pretty good on the third boss in Uldaman, in my opinion, as well, because the difficulty of Uldaman is the single targets that have the bleed on them and then making sure that they don't die as the stomp is happening. And so you can pump those extra single target heals into those people with the bleeds, whereas disc, you know, your group wide healing's good, your passive, you know, throughput with atonement is good, but you know, you can maybe like pain sup somebody and then ward trinket somebody else, and then, you know, you're stuck flash healing or using your penance or something like that to top that one person off. So it can have some struggles with that. The inverse is true on disc and keys. You feel like single target damage. Yep. Man, look at that. Wavelength. That's funny. Alright, Neltharus. I'm not a huge fan of Neltharus, not because it's like super hard, it's just annoying. Like, everything revolves around doing the big chain pulls and stuff, which is, I don't know. Having that external power for your damage and stuff is not super fun, but it does allow you to save your cooldowns and stuff for bosses. And although not necessarily as a healer, sometimes you really just got to pop your stuff just to make sure everybody stays alive while they're just, you know, biding time to use their chain, which disc is actually really good for that with barrier and stuff and rapture. I do like the bosses in here though. Bosses are fun because they're tough. All right, we're running a 25 Neltharus as Mistweaver. Different MW. Miracle Worker and Lightweaver build. Shown here. And then here's my stat priority and gear and all that. This is a pug. No clue what they're going to do. It says going all the way right in on the right. So cool. I don't know how much damage he's going to do. I typically dot these packs. I think he's doing enough for me to go ahead and do that. But I don't want to... Oh, nice. So I got the first bleed cleared off me. I'm gonna go ahead and fade. The Evoker cleared the first bleed off of me, and I overlapped that with a Guardian Spirit, but it worked out because then I immediately got the second one. Okay, and we want to use chains. I leapt right into that. Goblin leapt to my death.
Empower.
Okay, and I can just go ahead and probably run back.
Empower.
Stop casting.
Might have been a waste to PI the warrior there, but I'd rather just get it on cooldown. He's got frequent enough cooldowns to where it'll be fine, and we need to get this guy down, and nobody wants to use their cooldowns because we got a big pull coming up next with Lust and stuff, so I think PI is an okay thing to spin there. Boink, 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 boink. So the thaumaturges are the big thing in here. We need to get kicks. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was close. Our kicks aren't super great because we've got both we got two ranged here. One of them being a Shadow Priest. So, fortunately we do have two melee, but yeah, two priests and an evoker for our kicks. make things a little bit scary with these thaumaturges. It's going to be better once we get out of this area. It's really just going to be about making sure we don't wipe to these thaumaturges. That's going to be the big scary point here. Okay, my apotheosis is about to proc, so I'm going to try to get some CDR. Can probably fit in one more. That was close.
Empower.
Okay, and PI is up. We're going to go ahead and get just one one divine image with the sanctify cast there to go with my Imperial Blaze. Can probably throw another sanctify here. I didn't have anything to pair it with though, so that was probably not a good play. Oh, I'm not running divine image. Sorry, ignore everything that I just said about divine image. I'm thinking last key. You can see how once you get used to Miracle Worker, you don't need Lightweaver. Like, I have not used Lightweaver benefits at all yet. I haven't needed to. It's going to come in handy on, like, some of the bosses. There's some moments where, you know, I really need some extra throughput. I'm out of holy words and stuff like that, but, like, once you get really comfortable with things, you don't need it at all. I think I just cast my first regular heal. So, sorry, I'll play more Miracle or Worker Lightweaver build stuff. But I think that's a good demonstration that you don't really need Lightweaver when you get more comfortable with things. All right. Go ahead and use Shocking Disclosure. We'll get a melee range here during that. Probably better to use that for some trash, but it'll do. Want to bait towards a somewhat near wall. Far enough for everybody to dodge, but close enough so the melee can keep good uptime. That was a good one. And now I'm going to zigzag back this way. Okay, and I'm going to wait until this volatile mutation. I'm going to go ahead and pop some extra stuff here. Chastise, and we're going to use that time to get our... We're not running Divine Image. Playing like Divine Image again. That would have been good with Miracle Worker. What I did there was I waited until the damage hit, and I helped the group recover with some Sanctify charges, which aren't nearly as important as my Serenity charges, and then I used my damage stuff there. Oh boy. Okay, and so now here I'm actually going to use my Lightweaver stuff, because you can see I'm out of my Holy Words now. I'm about to get a proc though. So I'm just using Lightweaver style healing now. Here's our proc. We're going to get our charges back of Serenity. Just kind of spreading my stuff out. There I use Serenity on 2 different targets. And then I think I put Ward on myself there. Defensive, use my Fade here for a little bit of DR. Divine Star, because why not? Yeah, I still have Apotheosis. I haven't even needed it. Okay, we'll go ahead and use it here, though, because I want to have it back up for Chargath. Worried about next patch and all the kicks required. Yeah, that is something that anytime I like jump on my monk or my shaman or something like that, it definitely. Oops, I don't have my goblin jump that I thought I had. It definitely feels bad, especially as a pug healer. There's some moments when I'm, you know, doing like a Brackenhide, for example, and I really want to make sure that cackling the hideous cackle or whatever, the fear, doesn't go off on those war scourges. And normally, as somebody with a kick, I save my kick for that to make absolutely sure, because I can heal through the rest of it. And then, you know, everybody misses it. It's just like, oh, great. Okay, I'm saving my fade here for actual threat, not for damage reduction. Somebody's gonna get a leap here, I think. Yep, there we go. Bobby Evoker cleared him, that's great. I'm gonna soothe this. That's actually not gonna do anything. Okay, fade. Guardian Spirit on people. And there I popped a little fade, or not a fade, ooh, Nelly. I popped a fear to try to buy some time for us to get those chains off, and then I had Sanctify charges, so I went ahead and blew those just to heal us up. I'm not worried about using Holy Words right now because I know that I don't need them until the phase on the boss. And I've got an Apotheosis proc here to get some stuff going. So I've got my Serenities. I'm going to use some Renews. I think I missed my window, but I used some Renews to get... Oh, man. He PI'd the Warrior. He's been PI'ing the Warrior. I forgot we have a Shadow. So it didn't do anything. But I put PI on the Monk. I probably could have just saved it for the next time on the Warrior when it runs out. That would have been a better play. That was really bad. My fault. Okay, here I'm going to Apotheosis. Hey. Okay. Nice and easy. There, I was just kind of cycling through, using Serenities when I could, and then just using Light Weaver healing. Like, these are the moments where Light Weaving is really nice. You don't really need it on trash, but the Light Weaving portion of the build is nice for these bosses. Dragon Strike on me, hopefully the Evoker, yep, beautiful. I didn't need to use a Serenity charge there on myself. I had time, because there's no follow-up damage, so when you're using cooldowns and holy words and stuff, it's important to remember, like, what's the follow-up damage. Here I missed my... Ooh, I think I got in the circle there, or hit by a swirly or something. That might be us being dead, because now we don't have enough chains. So that's a little scary. Okay, now we do. Yep. Cool. Go ahead and use my B-Res here. Okay, he got it. Nice. But yeah, when you're using your stuff, it's important to know damage patterns, even as holy, because you want to know what the follow-up damage is. Like, I didn't have to use my Serenity on that one bleed because there was no follow-up damage after the bleed is dispelled. So that was a waste.
Empower.
Okay, you got the PI. You got the Dispel, so I'm not going to make that same mistake again. As soon as that PI falls off the Warrior, I'm going to go ahead and put PI on him again. Okay, and I can't really use Divine Him because I need to dodge swirlies. And that's just asking to get murked. So I think I can handle it just fine without Divine Him. There we go. So really, if you're going to use Divine Him, you should use it in advance before he even does the leap, just to get the healing amp out there. You're not going to use Divine Him for the actual healing. At least I wouldn't. It's too scary. Scary, scary. Drinking, drinking, drinking. All right, and we have chains ready. Is he... Okay, he's doing the big Mongo pull. Mongo bongos. I think everything has enough damage on it to where we can start doing dots. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I was worried I popped my chain just a little bit early there because those phoenixes were still coming in, but I forgot the phoenixes have less health, so it's really not a huge deal. They're going to die earlier anyways. And it's honestly probably better with the sanguine and stuff. I don't know if they drop sanguine. I assume so, but that's a tank job. We need to pay attention to that. I had my attention last week. Reflected. So here for Imperial Blaze, I am spreading it out. If there's a really high priority target, you can put it on that one target. Here, I just kind of wanted it spread out because I want the full dot duration. So I put it on everything. I just kind of tab targeted through. But if there's a prio target that has more health, then you want to put it on there. But only if you're going to get full value, ideally, out of the dot as well. So here, I do want to watch out. Okay, he's dispelling those bleeds. What I'm watching for here is these dragon bone axes. They suck. They really hurt. So anybody that has a dragon bone axe, I've got to really pump heals into because it hits very hard. And it's very easy for them to just get like 2-shot if I'm not paying attention. So these next couple pulls, that's what I'm looking out for. Dragon bone axe is going on Bobby. It got stunned. We're good. Okay, he's about to cast Dragon Bone Axe again. I can see right here. Oh. Just fear him. It was Pierce Marrow that I stopped there with my Chastise. I'm going to go ahead and put Ward on the Warrior. Oh, he reflected it. I didn't need to do that. I figured since he was in melee range, it was best to put it on him. But he reflected it, so not necessary. I'm going to try to bait these pools out here. Pretty sure that's how that works. If not, then whatever. Bait some swirlies out here. No damage coming for a while until the next fuselage. Fusillade, whatever. So it's a good time to get out some damage. Okay, he's dead. Let me go ahead and go in here for some Holy Nova. Holy Nova! Oh, I got a proc. Nothing to spend it on. Feels bad. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and use dots. That was an accidental guardian spirit, but it worked out. It's Fat Finger. Funny Fat Finger though. That's Shift R. It's not an easy button to Fat Finger. So here I'm putting all my holy fires on this high health iron torch here. You can see I still have 20 seconds of the dot. You can see how it is easy to lose value on Imperial Blaze if you put it all on one target, if that target's going to die. Most of the damage that's important comes from the initial damage, but I mean, wasting the dot damage is... it's a waste, so... And I apologize about keeping up with chat. I'm since I got my new computer, I don't have a second monitor. All of my extra monitors are too old, and they don't have an HDMI cord. So unfortunately, I am using my laptop, which has a pretty small screen, as my chat monitoring thing, and I've got it split between YouTube and Twitch, so they're extra small. Whereas when I get a second monitor, I'll be able to have it aggregated in Streamlabs. It collects both of the chats, which will be very nice. But I can't do that on my second computer. So I have Imperial Blaze. I'm going to save it for this next pull. Would you say that DI has more value as a DPS? Oh, we're pulling all of this. Okay. It's go time. So here, I'm a little caught off guard, so I'm using... I didn't need Apotheosis there, but it's okay. It's gonna be fine. I do want to make sure that I actually get good value out of this, though. This is kind of a scary fight for Holy, so I gotta make sure that I'm being wise with this. Ah! See, I just wasted my Divine Hymn. I cast it and I immediately had to cancel it.
Empower.
Nice, we canceled that. Gonna use my, whatchamacallit, my Shadow Fiend for some extra mana. Here I'm getting ready for the next bit of damage. I've got both of my Serenities ready. I'm gonna use it on myself, use it on the Shadow Priest, and then we're gonna start using Lightweaver healing on everybody else. They're out of line of sight. I can't really take advantage of... Can't really take advantage of Holy Nova in this fight. We do have 2 battle reses, so he's coming up. He's low, he's out of line of sight. Like, got nothing here. If I wasn't comms, I'd be telling him to pop a health pot, but gotta make do. Apotheosis proc, that's gonna be life-saving here. Literally. So I want to end this with both of my Serenities at a minimum. Very nice. Get my damage out real quick. So there, I desperate prayed myself. Don't go out of my line of sight! Shadow Priest. Okay, and we're gonna use Symbol of Hope here for everybody's defenses. Woo! Little close. Okay, and we got Apotheosis. Life is good. Let's repair myself. Yeah, we're riding easy now. Cool. Good stuff. Yeah, no DI. That must have been at the beginning of the key that you were saying that. It's on autopilot for DI. Would you say that DI has more value as a DPS bonus than as a heal bonus? So it's that it has any DPS bonus, I think, is the key. Is it necessarily better than living Lightweaver? I don't know. But like I was saying, a lot of the dungeon, I haven't needed Lightweaver at all. So with some more intentional usage on my, you know, holy words and stuff like that, I could totally get along without it, especially with the extra healing that comes from Divine Image. So I don't know if it's necessarily that DI is more of a damage concern. It's just that it's just as good of a healing concern, and it's, for the most part, passive, and it doesn't have conflicting playstyles. Like, it's nice to have both Lightweaver and Miracle Worker, but it's, once you're used to it, it's not really necessary. You don't understand what it does fully. So anytime you use a holy word, whether that's Chastise or Sanctify or Serenity, healing, damage, whatever, it summons that little Naru dude, and he has an extra ability that he'll cast that's similar to the ability that you cast. So if you use a direct target heal, he'll also heal that target with a direct target heal. If you cast, like, you know, Divine Star or some kind of AoE heal, like Prayer of Healing or something like that, he will cast an AoE heal that hits all the all allies and stuff, 5 allies. If you use a damage ability like Smite, he'll use a direct damage ability on that same target. So it's pretty much just bonus value for, I think it's like 10 seconds after you pop a holy word. And then what it does is it stacks. It doesn't refresh the duration. So say, for example, you pop one holy word and you got 10 seconds, and then 2 seconds later you pop another holy word. You'll have double benefit for, what is it, like 8 seconds, and then 2 seconds on the second one that you popped. You'll only have 1. I think I mathed that out. Sorry, that was wrong on stream, but you get the point, I hope. It doesn't refresh the duration, it just... Oh, I overlapped the PI there. So that's why I was paying attention to it, so that I could get so I could get extra benefit and stuff like that. So while I had, you know, 2 or 3 procs or something of that, of the Divine Image, I wanted to use all of my big damage abilities. Okay, so here we're a little scary. Here's the big damage. I got the charge. Dang it. Okay, we're dead here. Okay, nice. Didn't have to use mine. The charge sucks. So I'm not going to use that unless I have to, because that is a death sentence.
Have some trinkets.
The key with the charge, or at least what's worked for me, is not being super greedy with it. If you panic and you use it right away, a lot of times you'll go right into a swirly. But if you wait for a moment for the swirlies to dissipate, you're usually okay. You just have to be a little bit more tactical than you do with the other ones. Okay, and we'll pop the Osis here. Nice, didn't have to use it again. They're really good about getting these, so I'm just going to sit on mine. Unless it's an emergency. I'm using my Imperial Blaze procs, or whatever, charges on the boss, because that ad was going to die too quick. I have a little bit longer on my Apotheosis, so we're going to go ahead and try to get one more Serenity refresh. We got it. Nice. Okay, and we'll dot up the Ember here. It's on me. We'll go ahead and fear him.
An embarrassment of riches.
Okay, and we're going to prep this with a Divine Hymn. There we go. So there we... Oh!
Empowered.
Oh, I overlapped... Freaking A. Overlapped PI again. I don't like running with a Shadow Priest. I have to pay attention. Okay, and let's just blow our stuff. Imperial Blaze! Go, go, go! Nice. So you can see my damage difference between the last key and this key. Like, granted, this key has the chains and stuff like that, so it's not... It's going to be less damage regardless because I've got all those, but the chains are taking up my opportunities to do damage. But you can see right here, 26k compared to my last one, which was 30 something. Lair was 39, so quite a bit more. So you can see the damage benefit and why that would be a big deal in people that are pushing super high keys. But as far as the healing and damage breakdown, I believe was the same as the Neltharus or Neltharion's Lair. Yeah, holding fire, it's almost exactly the same. Look at that. My Shadow Fiend did a little bit more damage, but damage breakdown was exactly the same. Is that right? I don't think that's right. That can't be right. It's too similar. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So pretty much the same damage breakdown, except you're adding in that extra 10% from Divine Image. And then my healing breakdown, this was from the Neltharion's Lair 24. And then this is from the current. So very different. A lot more Serenity healing with the Miracle Worker DI build. And then here in Neltharus, you can see Prayer of Mending got a little bit more value. There's just a lot more ticking damage in this dungeon, so with the bosses I could see how that would be it, but adding in the heal and stuff like that, so. But that was the Miracle Worker and Lightweaver build. DI just has more potential. Is min-max, yeah. Plus the bonus is passive, so you gain HPS and DPS passively without the use of global cooldowns. Yep, and that is a good analysis. The passive part is nice, because you're already global starved. So the nice thing about the Miracle Worker build is that it frees up globals, and it also gives you a lot more mobility, because you're focusing on using your holy words, which chunk up the health a lot faster, and then you can get back to doing other things. Whereas Lightweaver requires more globals, and then if you're not really using Lightweaver, then you may as well just keep those globals and put it into damage or something like that. But that was a good key. Alrighty. I've been really behind on my sleep. So I might just go ahead and call it here. We got two good keys. I'm actually probably going to post those on YouTube. So I'm going to take some time to clip them real quick. Hello, Lily. Lily X on Twitch. Yo. Sorry I missed your chat during the dungeon. I've been bad on my tiny little second screen seeing. But welcome. But yeah, I'm going to clip those and probably post those in the morning. Or at least one of them. I might spread it out over the next couple days in case I'm not able to play much tomorrow. But thanks for hanging, guys. Thanks for the great chatting and stuff like that. It's always a lot more fun and helpful when there's people to talk to. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a